on in.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. I told you guys it is a sickness. I told you guys that these ponies were sick. You all don't want to believe me, man. You all don't want to believe me. How are you guys going, man? How are you guys doing? How is the family going? How is the kids going? How is the wife going? If you're a girl, how the husband is going? I hope everyone is doing okay, man. I mean, it's Sunday. It's another day in the land of the living. We made it through another week. Guys, we're just here to laugh a bit, lighten up ourselves. Let's talk about some gaming. Let's talk about the state of the gaming community right now, the state of the gaming industry. How are you guys doing? Let me just say shout out. Let me give some shout outs here right now. Let me say shout out to Trucknet. What up, man? What up? Shout out to my guy Adidas 20 with that $2 dono. He said, salute to one of the best editors. Man, I try with my editing. You guys like that video I put out today? I told you guys you would have liked it. Yataza, my guy. How you going? How you going, man? Hope you and the family is doing okay. Hey, President. We have a president in the house, man. We have a president in the house, President Jabari. The best president this side of the islands, man. President Jim Ryan, welcome, man. Anonymous boss, this is a sickness. Anonymous boss, man. It's a sickness in these streets. I would have never guessed that this week would have played off like this. This is a complete, this is a surprise week. Wow, this week was crazy. Emmanuel, how you doing, my guy? Emmanuel, Island Girl, ACD, that's my girl there, man. Island Girl, what up? Struggle Boxing, how you doing, Struggle Boxing? Ultra Dark Slayer, I mean, the only one who could slay in Ultra Dark. Tony the Pony. Tony the Pony, man. How you doing, man? Phoenix Freestar. What up? What up, Phoenix Freestar? Adrian, what up, my guy? Iman Rich, the swag log. How you going, man? Iman. Hey, Max City Entertainment. One of the baddest bots out here, man. Last of the X, welcome, my dude. Boss Red, what up, Boss Red? I think I have everybody. Understanding. You have to understand if you want to overstand. You get it? Understanding. Guys, this week was an eventful week. And let me just say that this week is a week that was totally caused by the PlayStation community. Yeah, this week was caused by the PlayStation community. They caused every hardship that they saw this week. Let me say shout out to Anonymous Boss for the $2 dono. This is a sickness. My brother Anonymous Boss, man. Thanks for that dono. Let me just say that this week was because of the PlayStation community. For months, guys, weren't these PlayStation guys, weren't these ponies saying that Xbox was third party? They were saying that Xbox was third party because they were bringing Xbox games to other platforms. They fail to understand the business of it. They fail to understand that here what these games are costing more. The room for a failure has gotten very small to the point where if a studio fails at this stage, they are going to get out of here. This is what we were trying to tell these ponies, but guess what? They didn't listen. These ponies, for the best part of 2 years, were saying, you guys are third party. PlayStation gamers are the only gamers who has exclusive games. They were beating their chest saying that, man. These guys were saying, talking all sorts of stuff. You understand? All sorts of stuff. Give me 1 minute, guys. Let me just tell my dog to hush up there. 1 minute. Yes, that dog was making too much noise. I had to silence him. So yes, these guys for the best part of 2 years have been saying you guys are third party. Right? We are not third party. Although they were not seeing that MLB, the show coming to all platforms, was third party. They didn't see Death Stranding coming on other platforms being third party. When it is when you boot up Death Stranding, you are seeing a PlayStation logo. And guess what? When it is Nintendo God's Lego Horizon, they didn't see that as being third party. Nothing convinced these ponies that they were third party. Another argument that they were using for the best part of 2 years is that Xbox was dead. Dreamcast guy made like 1 million videos. Xbox is dead. Well, this week destroyed his narrative. If Xbox is dead, why is Sony putting games onto the Xbox? Why Kojima, as soon as he bought back Death Stranding, as soon as he got back Death Stranding, the first thing he did was put Death Stranding onto the Xbox and discounted it? Why? If the platform is dead, that makes absolutely no sense. Correct? Now, this week, the rise of Death Stranding 2, it started a civil war. Yes, it started a civil war in the PlayStation community. And this civil war, guys, it's glorious. I mean, when I see these ponies arguing and bickering among each other, I mean, this is how idols be. Every time it happens, I kill myself laughing because I can't believe that these guys are in denial. There are some PlayStation dudes who are warning the other PlayStation, the other ponies, hear what? You guys are telling Xbox guys, this is what is going on. But take care, Sony, do the same thing. But these guys were ran out of the PlayStation community. Today, this is part 2 of the civil war. This is part 2, guys, of reacting to how these ponies are crashing out. So we have some who is taking their victory lap saying, we told you Sony was tweaking. And then we have the defenders. That is how we are going to do it today. So we are going to react to these ponies crashing out this week. Let me get some shout outs going here, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Other Zinc, what up, my brother? Backstrap Otaku News. Listen to me, guys. You see Backstrap Otaku News? He's ripping up the anime game. Give that guy a sub if you're into anime. Anonymous Boss, we have Ultra Dark Slayer, we have Iman, Professor Strong, what up? Professor Strong, what up? Rain at G4, what up, my dude? Dolomite, and Boss Red with that membership for 6 months. The whole slate, no more remasters. Boss Red is saying the whole slate is coming. Are you guys ready for the whole slate? These ponies will be sick at the end of the stream. So the first video we are reacting to today is a video from someone that went viral. Well, viral in our little community here. This is Emmanuel, also known as Extreme, right? At one point in time, I used to call him Emily, but that's another story. But yes, he had an actual good point. He is one of the most upset PlayStation guys right now. And a matter of fact, he went on to say that he is not going to buy the PlayStation 6. And a matter of fact, he named this video, PlayStation is Dead. PlayStation is dead to this guy. You guys killed the PlayStation for him. Now, he made a follow-up video to the video he made on Twitter. Let's listen to see if it is he has recovered, if it is he had a good night's sleep, and if it is he got some Pepto-Bismol for his diarrhea. Let's get it.
Okay, I don't think this one needs to take up much time. Listen, PlayStation is dead. PlayStation has this...
What? PlayStation is dead already? It's only like 2 seconds within the video.
Decided that they are going to put their Helldivers 2 live service game on Xbox. This is a violation of the idea, the principle of exclusivity.
Now, remember, guys, exclusives, it's very precious to the PlayStation community. They cannot, although Microsoft would have ported their games to other platforms, by you seeing your game on another platform, that does nothing to you. You still enjoy the game. You still have fun with the game. If other persons are playing the game, what is it to you? And this is what we have been telling the ponies, but they didn't want to listen. Now they are on their press run. Listen,
I care about exclusives. An exclusive strategy, right? And when you value exclusivity, it forces you to put forward the best that you can to support the platform that you launched. That's pretty much it. That's pretty simple. When in 2020, when the consoles were being released, I looked around the landscape. Right? Where am I going to take where's my gaming journey going to go next? I looked at what PC had to offer. I looked at what Nintendo had to offer. I looked at what PlayStation had to offer. I looked at what Xbox had to offer. I chose PlayStation. It's a platform that I enjoyed. And I also...
You know what's funny? All of these insiders that are in the PlayStation community, all of these pundits that has been gaming all these years, how can none of them see this was going to happen? Why no PlayStation? I cannot recall, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, any PlayStation dude predicting that Helldivers 2 would be coming to the Xbox. Could anyone point to any PlayStation dude saying that?
Enjoyed the fact that they were aligned with exclusivity. They said that their single-player games are going to remain exclusive, and so in so doing, I thought they would take the best advantage of the technology that I was excited about. The reason that this is a big deal for me is simply the fact that this shows me that is no longer valued at PlayStation.
Exclusives are no longer valued at PlayStation. Now, I think he is being a little bit dramatic here. I mean, this is Helldivers that dropped on Xbox. If God of War dropped on Xbox, this man might have burned down his village. If Helldivers would have dropped on, how it name? Xbox, what would these guys would have done? Let me just say shout out to my guy Yataza, member for 8 months. This guy needs a psychiatrist. I agree, man. I agree. He needs help. I mean, a lot of these ponies need help, man. This is a sickness.
That's it. Hiroki Totoki has spoken about how he wants to improve his margins. So let him do it. Let him improve the margins, like, you know, the borders besides the book. Let him be able to write all kinds of notes there. Let him be able to make however.
Listen to me. Sony wants money. The PlayStation community is not enough. If the PlayStation community was enough, they never would have put games on PC. If the PlayStation community was enough, they never would have put games on Nintendo Switch. If the PlayStation community was enough, they would have never put games on Xbox, MLB The Show, Death Stranding, and now Helldivers 2. You guys weren't enough since 1985, and now you're complaining?
However much money he wants, but he's not going to kill the PlayStation brand with my help. Listen, Helldivers 2 is coming out on August 26th on the Xbox platform.
Yes.
That's the iceberg.
Yes.
If you're a PlayStation fan, please understand, I'm not trying to convince you. If you're an Xbox fan, I'm not trying to convince you.
Right.
If you're a fan of PC, I'm still not trying to convince you. Like, basically, if you are anywhere in gaming, please do whatever you want.
Right.
But I would ask of you, please.
I mean, this guy is appealing to his pony brethren. Look at this heartfelt message. This is a fireside chat, no, guys. This guy is appealing to his pony brethren. Look at the sorrow in his eyes. You can see the hurt. You can see the pain. You can see the distress in the eyes of the beholder. Let me just say, shout out to Bounty Killer, member for 9 months. What a guan. This is a sickness. Hear this. I have to start the train, man. I have to listen to me. I have to start the train. You see, as Bounty did that member, you know, man, the Xbox team, we are rolling. Come on. Let's get it. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's do it. Come on. Helldivers 2 in August. On what? Come on, stop it. Copyright. Hey, Bumpy, thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. 5 gifted members, man. Thank you for that. So yes, back to Emmanuel here. I mean, this guy is really making a heartfelt appeal to his PlayStation dudes. I mean, Omar, listen. Ponies, listen to this guy.
Please don't lie to yourself. Please don't tell to yourself, oh, it's only a live service game. Oh, it's 18 months old. Oh, they need a player count increase. No. This heralds a huge change in not just strategy, but in the fundamental understanding of what it means to be a platform holder.
He's right. What he's saying here is right. This is a change for Sony. Although Sony was doing before tongue-in-cheek, putting, Death Stranding, putting MLB, it wasn't as full-blown as with Helldivers. This is a fundamental change for Sony, this direction. And this is why this dude is so upset. Because he would have put his faith, he would have put his trust into Totoki, into Herman Holtz. And guess what? He did not learn a fundamental message in life. Never put your trust in men. Never put your trust in men, Emmanuel. We would have learned this over the years. Look at how upset you are.
If Helldivers 2 is released on Xbox, which it will...
No. Not if it is released on Xbox. It is coming to Xbox. Didn't you see the guy said he needs more how it name? Helldivers to win this war. We are brothers in arms. You need us, Ponies. You can't beat these beasts coming up in Helldivers 2. These are all sorts of insects and all sorts of beetles and all sorts of stuff. You need the Xbox community. The real shooters are on Xbox. Didn't you know the history of the Xbox community?
Will be, right? There's no discussing that. Then understand that now, whatever update they make, whatever, in fact, the updates they have been making, right? But whatever is coming out for that game next has to run on the Xbox Series S. So now
hey, let me say shout out to So Hazard, Professor Strong, who I saw there again, boy. Did I shout out everyone, man? Did I shout out everyone? Bay Area. Yes, it's Joe. Bay Area. Yep.
They are limited by design. They are limited in their design by what the Series S has to offer. But since Totoki is driven by money and monetary return alone, then it makes...
Now, didn't you know that Sony was driven by money? Is this news to you, Extreme? Is this news to you that Sony was driven to money, by money? I would have told you this long time ago, that Sony told all you ponies.
I'm not looking for friends in this thing, people. I'm not looking for friends. I'm looking for money.
Yes, they are looking for money. You feel they're looking for friends? I am positive that the PlayStation upper echelons don't know some of these ponies. The ponies that cap for them on a daily basis. They don't know you guys. They are not looking to appeal or to appease you guys. They are looking for money. Wherever they can get a profit, this is what Sony is going after.
Makes the most sense that they will port the game to Nintendo Switch 2 as well. So now...
Wait. Did Bounty Killer just send 10 gifted Bounty, listen to me, Bounty, you're ripping it up today. 10 gifted members. Let me hit Bounty, listen to me. Right now, you are starting it. Let me give you one of this here, Bounty.
Let's go! Clap!
Come on! Come on! Bring it! Bring that Helldivers! Bring the Helldivers!
Come
on! Where you know this man? This man is moving.
I see you, Pat.
Come on!
We call it hip hop and
Come on, Pat! Come on! Bring it!
We still about
That's Tim Dog there, man. That's Tim Dog. Look at Tim Dog. Tim Dog is trying to dance his way back to the Xbox community. I would have never believed Tim Dog would have done that. What? This is crazy.
You will be lowering your performance bar and standard to Nintendo Switch 2 as well. But then if you think to yourself, the Nintendo Switch is really where the majority of Nintendo gamers are right now. So why not port the game over to the Switch? So now going forward, whatever is supposed to be happening for the game is going to have to be Switch compatible. Like that is the logical place that they should go in order to maximize this return on investment. Woo! As they are trying to do, no matter the consequence.
He ain't lying. He's
now,
not
they
lying.
might say, oh, well, we will never port this game on this. But first of all, I don't trust you anymore. You know, like in the words of George Bush, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, fool me can't get fooled again. Don't tell me if you know that.
Hey, this guy is cracking jokes on these ponies' head, man. Cracking jokes. Jonas the Dad. Hey, welcome, man. Welcome. Jonas the Dad just became a member. Guys, show Jonas the Dad some love. Jonas the Dad, welcome, man. Welcome. Thanks for becoming a member, man. Thanks for becoming a member.
Reference. Okay, but listen, I don't care about what Totoki says. I don't care about what Herman says. I don't care about what Arrowhead says. I don't trust you guys.
So, guys, part of the Civil War, we have Emmanuel here. He don't care about what these ponies are saying. These ponies who are trying to make an excuse of what Sony is doing, he don't care about that. He is angry with Sony for putting one of their first-party games on Xbox.
There's no trust. You've broken it. You've broken the trust because you have broken values. It's cool. It is what it is. You want to chase after the money regardless of where it comes from. So please go after it in as many places as possible.
Don't you guys get this sense like if Emmanuel is talking to his wife, he is sounding like he's talking to his close, significant other. Like she cheated on him, and guess what? He's so angry. He sat down with her, and he's telling her, here what? If it is you're after the money, go after him and the money. Don't come here. I value exclusivity. I value trust. I'm not into this adulterous life. Go on, Sony. You prostitute.
But I didn't support you in order to make PlayStation have another Fortnite. That wasn't what I was interested in. I wanted to see the technology, for example, the S.
Bounty, just no Bounty Killer, just so. Hey, shout out to Bounty again for another $10. Is that 10 gifted members again? Bounty, listen to me. I have to do it again, man. Tim Dog, where you at? Timmy.
Let's go.
Come on, Tim. Tim, you could come on, dance your way back into Xbox Live. Come on, Tim. Dog. Tim Dog. Tim Dog. Tim Dog, come on. Slide across that ground there, Tim Dog. Let's go. Come on, hit them those hand moves there, Tim Dog. Yeah, man. Hit it. Come on. Yo, Bumpy, thanks again, man. Woo, buddy.
SSD, and everything else that was exciting about the console. I wanted to see that come to fruition in video game products. And I wanted PlayStation to have multiplayer games that were going to take, advantage of the PlayStation 5 console.
Let's be honest. PlayStation, the executives there, Jim Ryan, he really did lie to the PlayStation community. These guys were sold that the SSD was unlike anything other in the gaming industry. They said that the SSD would have revolutionized gaming. And yet still, they were putting these games onto the PlayStation 4. And guess what? Most of these games came to the PC. So it was all a lie. Ever since Sony said that the SSD in the PlayStation 5 was the best in the West, no one could contest. That was a lie.
I wondered if we can have games like Death Stranding 2, games like Horizon Forbidden West, games like, The Last of Us Part 2, running on the PlayStation console, and they are single-player games, right? Then what does that look like in a multiplayer environment when you bring that excellence, that craft, that artistry to that realm as well? But I've been on record saying I don't want a Fortnite, because if you want the Fortniteification of your
everyone wants a Fortnite. Did you guys see the sales of Death Stranding 2, an exclusive to PlayStation? PlayStation has over 80 million PlayStations there out in the wild. Think about this, guys. Death Stranding 2 came onto our platform with 80 million humans that could buy this game. But guess what? When we looked at the stats, we saw that physical sales in the UK was down 66%. Astrobot sold more than 32% more than Death Stranding 2. I mean, what are we doing here? And now there are reports that with an 80 million install base, it only sold 1.4 million. What fraction is that of 80 million? 1.4 million is what fraction of 80 million? The PlayStation community is not buying the exclusives in the droves. Hence the reason PlayStation pivoting to games as a service. Because if PlayStation gets a hit like Helldivers 2, they would be in a better financial position than only pumping out exclusive, and you guys are just not buying it in droves. Let's be honest. Could we be honest here? So this is why Sony is running down the games as a service. They are looking for their Fortnite. Everyone is looking for their Fortnite.
Products, then of course you have to be third party. And so if this is what they want to chase, money for the sake of it, then let them chase it. Listen, PlayStation.
Sony been chasing money. Sony been charging you ponies for every single thing that you have. Don't you know that?
Thank you. You're making us pay for water, you son of a...
Yes. Yes, ponies, everything.
You're making us pay for grapes,
Yes.
apples,
Everything.
things that God gave us for free.
Can't you see that you are paying for everything, ponies?
You will burn in hell when I'm through with you. You will not be allowed in my Father's house.
At all.
At all. Thank you. You're...
Buddy, they don't understand. They don't understand.
PlayStation 5 has been the most profitable generation to have ever existed.
Guys, get the likes up to 80. Bounty is trying to reach the stream to 80 likes. Let's get the likes up.
They are not doing this to keep the lights on. They are doing this because somebody is even more greedy than usual. If that is something that you as a person can align
So
yourself...
I mean, you guys get the gist of it. Emmanuel here, he is angry with Sony. He is angry with PlayStation fans who are trying to spin this. He is angry with everyone because he likes exclusives. So I'm guessing he's going to go over to Nintendo. I mean, that's the only obvious, but if it is you're looking for exclusives, the only person that is doing exclusive is Nintendo. So I hope to see you there, Emmanuel. But I mean, this is just the first one of the Civil War. Now, guys, I was able to mash together a video. I was able to sanitize the video because these guys curse a lot. And let me just say that a lot of PlayStation guys are angry with Sony. I have 28 minutes of salt. I told you guys not to put salt in your food today because there is going to be salt upon salt upon salt. I told you guys that, right? So listen to this salt here. We have a section of the PlayStation community that was warning the other side, and they were saying that Sony was going down this route. Apparently for years they were saying that. I didn't see them say it, but apparently for years they were saying Sony was going down this route, right? Now listen to Jabari here. He is going to address the Helldivers issue, and he's going to say that here what, anytime a Sony fan says something opposite to what the ponies want to hear, they are ousted from the community. Listen to what he's saying here.
Helldivers 2, man, is coming to Xbox. And not only that, is Helldivers 2.
Let me just say shout out to Nigan, what up? Dolomite, Dark Angelic, what up? Biarios, Chill Blinton, who again? What? Ahmad Ready Heroes, Nicholas Ellis, Josh, the Homelander. No, the Homesteader. Phoenix, Joseph. What up, guys? Welcome. Hit the like button.
It's going to be published. It's being published by PlayStation. Published by PlayStation.
So we see that this week we would have seen that Sony would have changed their publishing or their LSC from PlayStation PC or PC PlayStation Publishing to just PlayStation Publishing. This indicates something. This indicates that Sony will be publishing on more platforms. Sony will be publishing more games on different platforms than their own.
PlayStation Publishing LLC. These are things I was bringing up for years on this channel, for years on What's Up PlayStation, and people was arguing with me left and right.
You cannot go against the PlayStation community. Anytime you go against the PlayStation community, they will burn you to the ground. That's a fact. They will burn you to the ground. That's a fact.
Oh, PlayStation's not a third party. What are you talking about, Jabari? You think the PlayStation multi-platform or live service is flawed? What are you talking about?
This guy was trying to warn his community. He was trying to warn them. But they told them to shut up. They say nothing.
Delivering the games. PlayStation doesn't need to do a showcase. PlayStation doesn't need to do everything is just diminished, and everything is PlayStation don't need to do that. They don't need to address this. They don't. Everything is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
When Lego. Oh, look at this pic right here. When Lego Horizon came out, the same people saying they don't care about Lego Horizon Adventures going to Nintendo Switch day one.
Yeah.
Are the same people scared to admit PlayStation is a third party.
Let me say that the PlayStation state of play is a far digression, or let me say a dilution of what Sony presentations used to be. You know, anyone who is saying that these state of plays is good, I mean, everyone knows that these state of plays have been terrible. He is saying that PlayStation fans for months have been saying, what is Sony showing? What is Sony going to do? And Ponies will say, Sony don't need to do that. Look, he just said it.
Party publisher. Yo, I had people writing paragraphs in this tweet right here, telling me I'm wrong. Oh, it's just this is an experimental game, Jabari. PlayStation said this. PlayStation said a lot of is the actions that I look at. Just the last episode of What's Up PlayStation, I said, all right, let's do it.
Shout out, be nice. What up, man?
Midterm report card. And I gave them a C, like a 7 or something like that. I think I gave them. And I said, yo, here's my reason. PlayStation, they will have these presentations. They will have these
what up,
articles
Lawrence?
saying that they care about the core audience and this and that. And then the actions doesn't say that. We're paying more. We're paying twice as much to play a live service game on a core audience console.
Yeah. And these ponies are silent about it. These guys are paying more for PlayStation Plus, paying more for live service games, and these guys are silent. If you ask a pony what is wrong with PlayStation, they would say absolutely nothing. I could tell you what is wrong with Xbox right now, and I'm an Xbox fan. Xbox need to be very careful about the messaging they send. They could improve in that. And Xbox need to space out their games a little more. Don't make those games too, because they are dropping game after game after game, right? And Xbox need to ace this new console coming out. I could give some criticism, but you ask these ponies what Sony is doing wrong, and in their eyes, Sony is doing nothing wrong.
And when I bring up these points, I'm a fanboy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm coping.
And for years, guys, these ponies have been asking for a game. We know it.
Where is factions?
Nobody know where that game
You
is.
told us to wait. We waited, and you're still not here.
Continue to wait.
Where are you?
Neil Druckmann is out of there. Neil Druckmann is out of there, man. You still asking for factions? Faction is dead.
But all the points that I be bringing up, it's coming true. You're seeing it. And yo, before I deactivate it, I'm seeing people trying to flip it on me. Well, I always told you, Jabari, that third party. What? How you trying?
Listen to me. There was no pony out there, with the exception of Jabari and maybe Jack Smooth, or I can't remember no pony out there saying that Sony was third party. All of them were projecting saying Xbox was third party. And they felt superior than the Xbox guys because we were third party. Right? Now all of a sudden, they are saying here what? They are third party? Well, you sure right, they are.
How you trying to flip what PlayStation is doing on me that I'm the fanboy about it? I ain't even say my opinions like that on Helldivers 2 going to Xbox. I pretty much made the statement because I was shocked when I first saw it. Like, oh damn, this is a complete change in their in their strategy.
This is a complete change. What Sony is doing today is a complete change. No one would have realized that Sony was always third party, but this time it's straight in your face. You can't deny that Helldivers 2 is a PlayStation published game.
From what they just said 2 weeks ago, what they've been saying for the last couple of years, the complete change in their strategy. I always thought it was a third party because, yeah, you're publishing on Nintendo, you're publishing on PC.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
From PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5.
Correct.
And people was telling me, oh, no, they're not third party. They're not publishing. They're not putting their games on Xbox.
Third party.
Oh, no. Lego Horizon is whatever the dev that they said that's doing it. Or that's.
And guys, for the ponies that are saying that Sony is only porting live services games to Xbox and Sony is only porting live services games to other platforms, all I have to say about that is this. Lego Horizon. Is Lego Horizon games as a service? No. In other words, what Lego Horizon has done is showed everyone that Sony would put a game on another platform if they think it would sell well. Because Sony thought Lego Horizon would have sold well on the Nintendo Switch, they would have ported that game onto the Nintendo Switch. So really and truly, the same thing that Xbox is doing, PlayStation is doing. The same thing that Xbox is doing, PlayStation, and that's a fact. That's what the evidence is pointing to.
The dev is not a PlayStation game and all this. You know how many podcasts, Twitter Spaces, me, Jabari was telling people, no, this is the truth. This is what it is. And everybody was disagreeing. Now, yo, before I dipped out, they were trying to flip it on me. I was like, what?
You cannot go against the
trying to flip
ponies.
it on me.
You can't go.
I'm the one that was wrong. No, that everything is documented. Like I said, I have YouTube here where you can just look at all my look at the video. Scroll all down. Scroll all the way down to like 4 years. Scroll down to the videos. Scroll down to the live streams.
You have to understand that.
Some of the live streams I have timestamps in them. There's a reason why I do it. So when people say, oh, I ain't say this, or people saying that, oh, you didn't talk about this, or people saying that, oh, you didn't do this. Nope. Boom. Here's the live stream. Here's the date. Here's the timestamp. Let's go on whoops. They try to flip it on me.
Guys,
yo,
let me just show you.
You know what I mean? Eat up good.
Let me just show you how sick these ponies are. We will get back to Jabari, right? Let me just show you how sick these ponies are. I would have posted something today, right? I would have posted something today on the... What's going on here? Yeah, I would have posted something today. Why am I hearing some in the background? That's all. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Something went off there. I would have posted something today on my post on YouTube. Look at this. This is to show you how sick the PlayStation community is, right? Just look at this for 1 minute. This is Japan hates Xbox. Listen to what this guy is saying. No, I remember I told you that these ponies are sick. They are mental. Look at this Japan hates Xbox here. Are you guys seeing it? Look at this here. Let me make sure you guys. Yeah, look at this here. Japan hates Xbox says, let's PlayStation know that we don't want or like Helldivers on any of our games or any of our games being ported to Xbox. Send a loud, a clear message, unlike the on Xbox. Then another guy named the Good Shepherd, he said, we may not be able to stop the release of Helldivers 2. Has Team Killing? I don't know what he's trying to say. We may not be able to stop the release, but Helldivers 2 has Team Killing. We have to do our part by ruining Xbox players' experience on day one. Use the high-end, what's this? Stagnant gems on your team, waste lives, ruin extractions, steal samples. We got this. So these ponies are out here trying to sabotage the game. You guys, this is video games, you know. This is video games, you know. And these ponies are plotting to sabotage the game they want for any Xbox player. Can't you tell me that this is a sickness?
This is a sickness. It is deviant, therefore we don't want it.
What are these guys? What are these guys eating? Who brought up these guys, man? These guys are out here actually plotting to kill Xbox players when they come into Helldivers. You can't make this up, man. You really cannot make it up. That's just to show you how sick the PlayStation community is. That was just a little taste, right? Let's get back to Jabari here.
Eat up good. Yo, what's good, everybody? They try to flip it on me, telling me that, yo, you should have seen this coming. What? I should have seen this coming. The one that is speaking out on a lot of things PlayStation is saying and doing. You know what I mean?
But guys, I'll tell you something. I had to really edit this one. This here is Jack's move. Listen to how he is reacting to Helldivers coming to Xbox.
I'm not going to speak out on what PlayStation I don't like from PlayStation.
Listen
Matter
to
of
this.
fact, you ever got to listen to me. Listen to doing Helldivers 2. I love Helldivers 2. As a matter of fact, this whole Games and Service Initiative, it really only shined because of Helldivers 2. But it is one glaring issue. This is a second party game. And people say, first people say, Jack Move, second party not a real thing. It's a figment of your imagination. You don't know what the I had a battle about second party games. I said, well, if you look at it, they own the Helldivers IP, but they don't own Arrowhead Studio.
No. And a matter of fact, you can tell that Arrowhead don't want to be owned by anyone. Arrowhead was very much pleased that they would have 100% say in their next venture, in their next video game. They didn't burn the bridge that was Sony because they understood what Sony did for them. But Arrowhead don't want to be owned by any corporate head. Arrowhead would have seen what happened to Firewalk. Arrowhead would have seen what would have happened to Bungie. Anytime you make a deal with Sony, just prepare to dig your grave. Anytime you make a deal with Sony, are you listening to me, Arrowhead? Prepare to dig your grave. You don't want to hear that song, Arrowhead, so don't take it out to your thoughts to let Sony buy you.
It's trouble afoot, and they already putting games on PC. I'm scared. But this my
Let me say shout out to Juan Garcia. Juan Garcia said, shout out to you, Juan, for that $5 super chat. Juan Garcia said, we got a pony civil war before GTA 6. It's only a matter of time before the whole slate comes to Xbox. Yeah, listen to me. They can't stop it now. Don't matter what these ponies do, the whole slate is going to come to Xbox because guess what? When that new console comes out, it will be able to play PlayStation games. So don't matter. If Sony ported to Xbox straight, okay, that's fine and well. If it is we don't get it from Sony, we will still be getting it because of Steam.
Then Xbox guys, I remember probably a year and a half on Xbox.
Juan Garcia,
I can't wait for Helldivers 2 on Xbox. You know what's happening? You know the new people in charge talking about it.
Yeah.
And people would say, Jack Move. You're doom and gloom, Jack Move. First of all, Helldivers 2 is a...
This is not Sean Layden. This is not Jim Ryan. Patoki is not these guys. These guys want their profits margin up. They don't care about these fanboys in the streets saying that they shouldn't bring their games to other platforms. That is not making them money. PlayStation fans, you are not enough. Don't you understand that?
First party game. I said it's a first party game. Said when? When they get that? When they get that? But this is my thing. I will call Helldivers 2 a first party game. I was talking about this on my stream the other day. The problem with that is, if I call Helldivers 2 a first party game, we got to start calling PlayStation a third party developer.
Correct. You see, what happened is that these ponies would have set themselves up. They were on record saying Helldivers 2 was a first party game for months. They were making their victory lap saying Helldivers 2 is better than Halo. Helldivers 2 is better than any multiplayer that Xbox has. And it's exclusive to the PlayStation. They set themselves up for this disappointment. Because exclusive is so valued to the PlayStation community. Because they have been saying Helldivers 2 is exclusive. This was the perfect storm to bring about the civil war.
See, this is the thing. I always tell people, go back to my stream from go back to my stream that says Life is Strange Internet Crash. I talk about all this. See, time is a flat circle. A lot of y'all don't realize that. But I say I'm fine with certain distinctions being put on shit, but you gotta take the good with the bad. You see what I'm saying? So I'ma say it again. If Helldivers 2 is a first party game, like y'all was arguing me tooth and nail, Sony is a third party developer.
Yes,
why do I say all this? I got it on screen already.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up to some very disturbing news. This shit published Helldivers 2 gets shock release on Xbox S. Listen. And one thing I've noticed about PlayStation, because I'm really in tune with PlayStation, PlayStation to be a great wingman, they'll be a great friend. They don't never let a nigga bullet by themselves. PlayStation always gonna jump in front of that bullet. If you got negative PR coming to yourself, PlayStation gonna say, hold my DualSense. You understand me? They couldn't let Xbox hold that negative PR yesterday. They even tried to interject themselves yesterday. As soon as Xbox announced all them layoffs and cancellations, Neil Druckmann's like, yeah, we're having problems with Last of Us 2.
Hey guys, you heard Neil Druckmann is no longer working on the Last of Us 2 movie or series. I don't know what happened to that series, but I never watched it, right? But it seems that something went wrong with that series because Neil Druckmann is no longer, the director or what have you. He left. This is crazy. He also said he's going back to write Intergalactic. That means Intergalactic is not finished yet when it comes to the story. That means that game may not even come out in 2026. That might be a 2027 launch.
TV show, I'm stepping away. Haley Gross even jumped in. So PlayStation is a great wingman. They're a great friend. They gonna hop front that bullet. You better believe that. Now, today, and I told y'all yesterday, this is why I say take heed to words. Puerto Rock doing a fuss today. Puerto Rock handstanding yesterday.
Yeah, when Puerto Rock saw the bad Xbox news, he was doing a dance. He was doing a jig. And then this bomb dropped and destroyed every joy that they had.
Because he one of the people I seen that was going crazy. I say, hey brothers, and hey Sony brothers, let's not get too close. Let's not get too happy about this.
He was warning the PlayStation brethren. He was saying, hey brothers, don't get too joyous. You know what might happen, man. Be careful.
PlayStation gonna do something in the near future. That's so much what I said. That's what I was alluding to. It didn't take a whole calendar day for them to do something.
Hey, let me say shout out again to Juan Garcia. Juan is saying PlayStation is testing the waters by allowing Helldivers 2 on Xbox, and once they see it's successful, one by one, the slate will come like Xbox did. Yeah, buddy. Juan, you are cooking. That is correct. And I know Helldivers 2 will do gangbusters on Xbox. I know that. These guys saying Xbox guys don't buy games, you guys would see $40 extraction shooter. You guys would see what that game will do on Xbox. You guys will see.
So,
shout out to you, Juan Garcia.
I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna be here too long, chat, because I said I'm not too cool with the content no more.
So did you all know that Jack Smooth, who is part of the Weapon Wheels podcast, because he is so critical, he's a pony, by the way, because he is so critical about Sony, about what Sony is doing, not dropping any great shows, putting their games onto other platforms. Did you know the entire chat on Weapon Wheel basically kicked this guy out? He's saying he is leaving the Weapon Wheel podcast, not for eternity, but he's leaving for his mental health, because he's reading the comments and the ponies are attacking him. So these ponies would have attacked Jabari. Now these ponies attacking Jack Smooth. Anytime you go against these cultists, they are coming for you. So Emmanuel have to be very extreme. Emily, you have to be very careful. These ponies will come for you if you say that you are not buying a PlayStation 6. They are coming.
See, when I say revolts, the community is upset with me when I say but everything I say comes to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the messenger y'all want, but I'm the messenger y'all need, man. But
bars,
y'all
man. Bars.
I've told y'all. I've been telling y'all for 4 years. I've been telling y'all since since they showed God of War Ragnarok and Horizon. Right after that, right when I found out them games coming to PS4, I've been...
Guys, remember, this is so much assault. I would have never believed if you told me last week or a month ago that Helldivers 2 would have completely melted the face of the PlayStation community. I would have said you are lying. That could never happen. But look at this now. Look how this one game basically destroyed the foundation of PlayStation. Jeez.
Telling y'all what the is going on. It's no such thing. Unless you're Nintendo, is no such thing as exclusivity anymore. I don't party, second party, my auntie birthday party. I don't got playing 5, okay? That's what's going on in the street.
Oh, buddy.
Sony is a third party. They've given up. Now I know
Sony is a third party. It's official. Sony was always a third party there, right? But it's clear now in the PlayStation fans' mind, they cannot refute it. Sony is third party.
what some of you stupid. Well, Xbox clearly exited the game space, console space, so Sony's not competing with anybody. They're direct competitors.
Listen to me. You see, when he said this here, this guy cussed these ponies out so much. I had to cut it, man. I had to cut it. This guy cussed these ponies out like they were owing him money.
Now, this is your y'all can't. They always like to move the goalposts. At first, it was
Yeah.
Xbox ain't competing no more.
Come on,
They could direct competitors to PC.
Jack Smooth is cooking.
Word? Now they putting games on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Well, PC ain't they direct competitor no more.
Mm-hmm.
They competing with the Nintendo Switch. Oh, word? Now they putting games on the Nintendo Switch. Then it was, Horizon Adventures don't count. That ain't really a first party game. Oh, word? Now they putting Helldivers 2, a game that y'all fought me. Where Nicola at?
Yeah.
And what the far sale?
Yeah. There is a guy on Twitter named Nicola. He's one of the strongest ponies out there. Always capping for pony. He has been awfully silent with this news here. But guys, we are seeing the first video that we showed, right? The first video we showed, Emily, he is very much disappointed, or Emmanuel is very much disappointed with Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox. We saw Jabari. Jabari is very much angry with Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox. And now we are seeing Jack Smooth. Just a bounty killer. Yo, bounty, you're ripping tonight. Yo, bounty, thank you. 20 membership. Wow. Bounty, listen to me. Bounty, you have these ponies right now begging in the streets,
I need one, big dog. Man, get out my balls, man. Hey,
These
man,
ponies are begging
goddamn,
right
man,
now, Monkey.
goddamn, look here.
Woo.
Big dog. Don't turn on me now,
Come
big
on,
dog.
guys.
I need you.
Come on.
Let's go.
Bounty killer. Bounty killer. Bounty killer. Bounty killer. Let's start the train, man. What? We rolling. We rolling. We rolling. Come on. What? Come on, copyright, man. Copyright. Bounty. Yo, shout out. Yo, Bounty. Much love, man. Thanks for all the support, man. But guys, we would have seen the PlayStation guys who are against this. They don't care what no one is saying. They are angry. Some of them, they are leaving the community. Some of them, they are leaving Twitter. They are leaving their podcast. Some are saying, here what? I'm not buying and supporting any more PlayStation games. But guess what, guys? They would still have the PlayStation fans who are going to coon. Guys, who do you think is the number one? Who is the number one guy who is trying to flip this? I'm going to give the chat. Who do you think is going to spin this Helldivers news? Let me hear your top pony. Who is the top pony? Who is going? Z, that's one. Come on. I'm going to play you a video just now, and let's see who if you guys will get it correct. Who do you think is trying to spin this? J-Dub, come on. Dreamcast guy, come on. Who again? I don't see one right answer there already. Colin Moriarty, Deadface guy, Reforged, Hey, Reforged is a top pick. I'm not going to hate on Reforged. King Trash, well, we know King Trash is going to do his craziness. MBG. Well, guys, guess who is pinning this bad news for the PlayStation community? Look at me and listen. One guy already gets it. I didn't see much guys comment on it. Listen to him.
Hear me out.
Hear him out. You only hear the voice?
What if they're trying to go for the Xbox gamer? Maybe they know, hey, Xbox is getting out of it. Those gamers need to go somewhere. Right. Instead of them going to PC or Nintendo or somewhere else, we want them to come here.
Yeah.
So
yes, it is J-Dub. Whoever got J-Dub, you won. Reggie Lee, you won it. You won it. J-Dub is actually trying to spin it. You hear what he's saying? That this is a master plan by Sony. Sony is trying to get the Xbox gamers to come over to PlayStation. Listen to him. I'm going to rewind it. Listen.
Need to go somewhere. Right. Instead of them going to PC or Nintendo or somewhere else, we want them to come here.
Yeah.
So I was going to speak on this with some insight, right? Like, so I know the fanboys will say it's crazy.
Did anybody say Nib? Did anybody say Nib? Yes, Reggie Lee. Reggie Lee, you have it down, man. Nib as well. Reggie Lee, come on. Reggie Lee is on point. Reggie, you got it.
It's not actually crazy because the PlayStation executives actually told us this themselves. And
guys, listen to the cope. Listen to the delusion, right? Listen to what they are going to say Sony is trying to do. Listen,
Put 2 tweets about this, including the video clip of Herman Hulse and Nishino saying exactly that, saying exactly this, that for them, and I don't have the exact quote to hand, I'll try to search it on my phone right now. Yeah. But basically for them, they said they're going to do some experimentative releases.
This is an experimentation. This is an experiment, guys. Sony is in the lab cooking up different ways to pull Xbox gamers onto the PlayStation platform, to pull PC gamers onto the This is an experimentation. You guys not getting it. You guys need to not understand but overstand.
To try and essentially draw people over to their ecosystem, right? They also said that was the strategy with PC from the beginning. The day-date strategy. The staggered release strategy. They said it's not just about getting additional sales, but drawing PC consumers.
Drawing. You guys know, like when you guys put a tea bag in hot water, how it draws out. Sony is trying to draw out the gamers from PC, from Xbox onto, it's like a T-bag. This is what Sony is doing. Wow, T-bag technology.
No longer want to wait for the releases to quote buy sequels on a PS5, right? And they said, and again I quote, so far that strategy has been working well for them.
Wow.
Right?
So apparently, guys, the strategy to pull gamers from other platforms by putting their games onto their platforms is working swimmingly well for the PlayStation community. That's according to Nib. Now, where did he get his stats and data from? No one knows. He got it in Jim Ryan's backyard. He got it in Jim Ryan's cesspit. This is what Nib is saying here. All this data comes straight from the cesspool of Jim Ryan.
So it was a similar thing with Lego Horizons. He said bringing younger audiences over to the PlayStation platform. Like they, that could be a compelling reason for them to consider it. So there is always a chance, like you said, not only do they get extra revenue from Helldivers 2, not only did it not impact the design of the game, because remember, the issue with multi-platform development is that it takes away.
These guys are coping so hard. These guys are trying to use all sorts of mental gymnastics to fool themselves that Sony is have some sort of master plan. That is how they're bringing this game over to Xbox. Are you guys seeing it? Can't you guys see without a shadow of a doubt that this is a sickness?
This is a sickness. It is deviant. Therefore, we don't want it.
Yes,
from
it is.
Development focus of a single platform or two or whatever, because you're having to simultaneously release on multiple platforms. But this is not what's happened here. What's happened is the game was already made for PC and PlayStation, and Nix's, another party, is doing the porting work. So it didn't actually impact the development of the game and its initial release at all. This is a post-launch sort of porting effort, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, what if people really enjoy it and they don't like the direction Xbox is going in? Maybe it could make people consider eventually switching to
PlayStation.
Wow. So guess what, guys? Helldivers 2 is going to make you put down your Xbox, cancel Game Pass, and go on to PlayStation. Guys, get ready. Get ready to throw your Xbox out on the ground or out in the garbage. Helldivers 2 is going to make you cancel Game Pass, throw away or sell your Xbox, and you are going on to PlayStation. This is what Nib is saying here. Could you believe that? Could you believe? I mean, what is wrong with these guys? Are these guys going crazy? This is craziness. Oh Lord, hey, it's not easy, man.
Said Nib, PlayStation said as much as well, and if you said this, I apologize. I was following along, but PlayStation said as much as well with their theory on PC, putting their games there. They actually, and I know people laugh at it every time it's said, but they said it. They want the idea of putting that is that it would drive PC players.
Are there any PC players in the chat? Are you feeling any urge in the last few years to go on to PlayStation? Are you feeling the urge to sell everything and just buy a PlayStation and give up your PC? Are there any PC players in the chat?
To purchase a PS5.
Exactly.
And that kind of goes with Crap saying, where he's like, if they're already down and out, well,
Elijah
while they're down and out,
no.
they're trying to grab all those players and bring them over. And how do you do it? How do you do it? You bring an 18-month-old game that's literally, and when I say life support, the reason I say that, there's 500 viewers.
All of a sudden, it's an 18-month-old game. All of a sudden, it is on life support. So you see the co-op. Listen to what Mooch is saying, why it is. Listen.
A PS5.
Exactly.
And that kind of goes with Crap saying, where he's like, if they're already down and out, well, while they're down and out, they're trying to grab all.
Xbox is down and out, guys. Xbox is no more. You can't play your Xbox games. You can't go on Xbox Live. I mean, nothing works on Xbox right now. They are down and out.
all those players and
All
bring
those
them,
left-
bring them over. And
Yeah,
how do you do it? How do you do it? You bring an 18-month-old game
Yep.
that's literally. And when I say life support, the reason I say that there's 500 viewers on
Wow.
Twitch today.
Wow.
Less than 40,000 people playing it on.
All of a sudden, Helldivers 2 is on life support because it's coming over to Xbox. This is some high-level copium, man.
On Steam.
I
The
couldn't
game has been
believe
pretty much
I have
squeezed. The
I'm seeing
DLC's
this
been
book.
out. The developer kind of got through. He went through the ringer for making the game and multiple DLCs, making it so it
Yeah,
was
they're
so
working
difficult.
on a whole new game.
They're working on a new game. They're an independent studio. There's no, I mean, when you actually look at it, if you just look at the top level and you're like,
Wow,
why would they do that? It's open the door.
You need
Fine.
help.
You can say that, and I'm not saying anyone that thinks that is wrong, because I have people writing me right now. They're saying that, and it's fine. But I'm saying to you, like, you have to pick a game that is just come out. It's the new hotness. It's what everyone's talking about, and it's on Xbox, and it's a PlayStation studio. I'm right there with you. I'm like, there it is.
Wow.
That's
the
it.
The only thing I would say though, Mooch, the kind of conundrum to that logic
Mm-hmm.
is that, as far as I know,
Conundrum.
Arrowhead has already said they're not making the next game with PlayStation.
That's right.
Arrowhead said they want no part of PlayStation. They don't want PlayStation as their leaders going forward. They want to be independent. That is what Arrowhead said. Right? They didn't burn the bridges. They didn't say Sony was the worst to work with. But it's very clear that Arrowhead is happy that Sony is no longer telling them what to do. They are calling their own shots. If Sony is the best in the industry, if Sony is the pinnacle of a gaming platform, why is Arrowhead so excited to be independent from Sony? Can anyone answer that?
That's right.
Yeah. So this, because Herman Hulst's exact words were, they will want to play the sequels and not wait, so they'll buy a PlayStation. But that is not going to be the case here. So what like?
Yes, Professor Strong, they are on drugs.
Y'all smoking crack. Something is wrong with you people.
What is the messaging here? Like, an
Oh, buddy.
Xbox gamer is going to play this game. Oh, PlayStation has good multiplayer games as well, but then they're going to look to see what they have, and what do they have? Like, most of the multiplayer games from Bungie, all of them, I think, are going to be multi-platform anyway.
Hey, shout out to Jeffy Wiffy. Is it Jiffy Wiffy? Shout out to you, man.
And they don't actually have any other live service games outside of this, really. So that's the only reason I think, like, I'm not sure this will necessarily be a compelling strategy. And I do think, me personally, like, I don't have any issue with it going to Xbox. I'm not
as a matter of fact, I want
Just now,
more.
all of a sudden, these guys have no problem with Helldivers to go into the Xbox. I did not see no PlayStation fan said that they were okay with Helldivers to go into the Xbox prior to this happening. How all of a sudden, now you guys have no problem? When you guys have no choice, you have to accept it. You can't have a problem now, because if you do, the PlayStation community will eat you guys up raw. Now, all of a sudden, they have no problem.
Player base, a multiplayer game with no player base. Nib, there's nothing worse than going into an empty lobby of death, right? Like, you want to have this open. They made this world so, like, where people can just jump.
No, he's scoping. He's saying, guys, we need more players. So you see what Emmanuel was saying? He don't want to hear that. You heard what Jack Smooth was saying. These guys, he knew these guys were going to say that the reason why this game is on Xbox is because Sony is looking for more players. Listen, the same talking points that we have been trying to tell you guys about the multiplayer strategy on Xbox. These multiplayer games would be better if it have more players. We have been saying that. You guys didn't accept it, but now you guys are accepting it. Get out of here.
In and out of your game, you go in single player, people just jump in and out. You want to have a steady player base. I'm with you on that. I don't have a problem with it at all. People go, oh, you must have a problem with it. I did all the super chats, guys. I do want to move over real quick to the Helldivers 2 news, because not only Aaron, but a lot of people are here for it. J-Dub, I kind of want to start with you on this one, Jay, just because
J-Dub was very much unsettled in this interview. Listen to what J-Dub is saying here.
Because let's be honest, so Helldivers, one of your favorite games. I know that you play it quite a bit. Opening month and a half, me and you were playing that quite a bit as well. Shout out to Craig as well, and a few others that I think Link joined up with us a few times. I gotta ask you. So, what's your take? I'm not even gonna put words in the phrase. What do you think the news you heard this morning? What's your take on the situation and what it really will result at the end of the day? I know right now everybody loves to get out there and put their 2 cents out there. I even put mine out there to just say, everybody, let's hold up and see how this thing does. I have my reasons, but I want to hear what you think, Jay.
Okay, well, as Helldivers 2 being one of my most played games, I think I got over 130 something, 140 something hours
Listen to
into the game. I play it pretty much every other day, if not every. Definitely on the weekends, I play it a lot with, like you said, with the crew. Great game. I thought about it, and obviously, I've been playing it for a while. It's a great game. It is a live service game, and
so you see, guys, J-Dub, the way to spin this, as he's saying, guys, it's not a big deal. Helldivers 2 is a live service game. That is why it's going to Xbox.
Mooch, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Sony just have a some kind of like meeting or whatever, and they talked about the status of PlayStation and how they're gonna basically keep things, hold the strategy,
not pivot. Not pivot. They're gonna stay with what they said they were gonna do.
They're gonna stay with the course, and with that, they kept iterating like they told us multiple years ago that where it makes sense, the live service games were going to go to other.
Guys, it's not only live services games going to other platforms. If it was only live services games, then Lego Horizon should not be on the Nintendo Switch. You guys are not seeing that. Sony has changed. Sony is now a third-party publisher. You guys have to deal with it. You guys are so hurt. I could see the pain. I could feel the pain. But you see, the Xbox community is different. Yes, it had growing pains in the Xbox community when games started to go over to other platforms. But at the end of the day, no Xbox fan who has Game Pass could ever feel the brunt of those news. Because at the end of the day, we are eating with Game Pass. We are different from persons who are pay full price for those games, those $70 games, those $80 games. Persons on Xbox, in the Xbox community, we are eating good on Game Pass. We don't feel advantaged by these $80 games, these $70 for a game. Sony is not giving you guys nothing. On top of that, they are telling you guys are not enough. They are bringing your games to the Xbox. So guys, I'll end it off here. This was a wonderful stream. I mean, I didn't tell you guys, but today was the day when I started this channel. Now, I started this channel first to watch YouTube videos like anyone else. But I started to put content onto this channel 2 years ago. And since I started to do that, I mean, I really enjoy putting out content. My wife sometimes see me making videos and see me laughing at the videos, and she asks me many times, "Are you going crazy?" Because I laugh at my own videos, right? I laugh at my own videos. So, but I didn't tell you guys that this is the anniversary of the channel. But you guys supported nonetheless. I don't like to ask for anything, but I mean, Bounty's really surprised. Yataza, all the guys who donated in the chat, I just want to say thanks. All the guys who became members, I want to say thanks. All the guys who got memberships, I want to say thanks. I put on my videos sometimes hours in advance, so you will get to see the videos hours in advance if you are a member. Yeah. So thanks to everyone who is rocking out. I normally see some of you in the chat or in the comment sections under the videos. First time seeing you guys live. Welcome. You guys are fun. I am here to laugh. I enjoy doing it. I don't take none of these things too serious, guys. So I don't expect you guys to take it too serious. Laugh a bit. Life is short. This is gaming. It's not so serious. These guys are treating this thing like if this is their wives. I can't believe how these ponies are acting for this one game. But I love it. I love it. So guys, thank you guys so much for rocking out. Thank you for all the support. And guess what? Always remember, guys. Always remember this. Put God first and mankind after. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Peace out. Ponies, you have nothing to play. Ponies, I'm sorry, man. You guys, guess who games are coming over to the PlayStation, man? Guess who games are coming? Your games are coming. Sony is officially a third party. I mean, Ponies, it's time to relax. Go to bed, Ponies. Can you feel the ancestors of the horses rolling through the body? Can you feel all the horses surrounding you, Ponies? The power of the horses from the west, the horses from the east. Bring them out. Guys, later. I'm capping. Later. Ooh, buddy.